Hey guys, how are we? Beautiful day here in Athens, about 18 degrees, lots of sunshine, not too many clouds, and really low wind, so it's actually a very pleasant day, which is surprising and a pleasant change to the previous couple of years, which I remember looking at a property Christmas Eve 2 years ago, and it was snowing, and so this is a lot more pleasant. Busy here, nothing really open apart from some of the Christmas stalls, but not anything that you'd really want to buy from there apart from a few trinkets, and I wouldn't want any of that anyway. But yeah, certainly continuing to plan our exit for the Americas. As you know, if you've watched other videos on the channel, I've not been bullish on the Americas, and the reason why is that you have a level of economic instability, and in some places currency instability, and just other things that go on in those sort of places. But for the interim, I think it could be a fairly good idea, and so that's what we're looking at the moment. So as I keep saying to people, and I don't know why people don't get it, it's I'm not sort of saying we're going to move there and stay there for the rest of our lives. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if you follow the PT 5 flags, Perpetual Traveller 5 flags, you basically can take the best opportunities from around the world, whether it be lifestyle, playgrounds, or business, or places to just sort of reside or get medical care or whatever. There's different places around the world that afford different opportunities. So us going to Mexico, I'm not sure of the time frame at the moment. We've got other things that we've got to tie up here. But at the end of the day, it's not permanent. You need to understand that. So when you're developing your strategy, someone's gone to the toilet there. When you're looking at your strategy, you need to really take that into consideration. Where does this fit in my overall strategy? So, properties in Mexico are really not all that cheap compared to other parts of the world. If you look at them online, might be cheap to rent, but they're certainly not cheap to buy. So there's better opportunities. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at stuff. And as soon as you buy a property, you're going to have to, if you want to liquidate, it's going to take you time. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at this sort of stuff. Stay there for a couple of months, 6 months or a year, and if you enjoy it or you find a place that really resonates with you and you love it, yeah, buy a property if you've got the cash. But if you don't, then just be very cautious of that. And I keep saying to people too, just be careful during this time, because economically there's a lot happening around the world that is not particularly stable. There's a lot of indicators that are saying, hey, look, there's a collapse coming. Now, a few people have said there's no way in the world that the airlines will collapse. I have to say to you, you are completely and utterly wrong. Some people believe that the governments are going to prop up some of these airlines. In some cases, some governments will view these airlines as a point of national security, and I agree with you on that one. They probably will. Problem is that that's not going to be a lot of governments. and that's not going to be a lot of airlines. There might be, state-owned airlines. I think Emirates is state-owned, and Qatar might be state-owned as well. But there's a lot of there's a lot of airlines that are not. And you see what's happened in Australia. The Australian government has proven time and again that they have no interest in propping up airlines. So in Australia in 2002, about 2002, no, 2000 I think it was, Ansett went under, and I think Virgin basically needed to be bailed out, and there's a few different airlines that have struggled in Australia, and they're certainly not being propped up. So I'm not expecting that. I think the level of financial collapse that we're about to see you're not going to see any sort of propping up of too many industries, I don't think. This is going to be a major reset. So as I said to you before, this could be one of the best opportunities in life, in our lifetime, in many lifetimes, to gain. But this could also be one of the greatest perils for intergenerational wealth. And, that's why I sort of say we're looking at crypto, we're looking at physical assets. For us, we're not too interested in precious metals at the moment, purely because it's very difficult to cart them around. And we did discuss briefly, actually, having shares in gold companies, and sort of decided against that. But look, at the end of the day, it's literally transferring your wealth from one economic system to a new one. So I know a lot of people can't see it at the moment, but it is coming. The cracks are appearing. So, we saw Delta Airlines the other day cancel a ridiculous amount of flights, and they said it was due to staffing shortages. But anyway, if you believe everything you read, then all the best to you. So yeah, airlines are the ones that we're watching at the moment. And if I find another industry that I think is of particular interest to keep an eye on, I'll let you know. But definitely cryptos are something that we've got our eye on. So anyway. But yeah, just keep that in mind when you're looking at relocating. You want to head off to a place that is going to afford you an opportunity for the interim period of time. And if it resonates with you and it's somewhere that you really enjoy and you like, then look at making it permanent. But certainly not going to leave Europe forever, but I'm certainly not going to stay in Europe with some of the policies they're starting to institute at the moment. I'm genuinely not interested. I'm going to go where I can have my best life today, and it doesn't mean that I'm going to wait around in Europe for some sort of change. It's like people who say, "Oh, you got to stay and fight," and I think that's a fool's errand. So as I said in the previous video yesterday, the thing that I'm watching, one of the things I'm watching is China. I know some people have said, "Oh, look, you're reading the narrative about China the wrong way." I don't think so. I've been to China, and I wouldn't recommend going there in a million years. So I think China has got a very, very long-term strategic plan to gain complete and utter control of that entire region within the Oceania, Asia Pacific. And they'll go in under the guise of peacekeeping, but they won't be leaving. So I'm very, very firm and strong, and I have my opinion set on that because I have certain insights that a lot of people don't have. So yeah, so I do not believe that China will be leaving the Solomon Islands anytime soon. I think what you'll see is that we'll go around here. I think you'll see that China will remain in the Solomons for a very, very long time. So that's my opinion on that, and I won't be changed on that. So don't you love it when people walk in front of you? So yeah, it's interesting times here. Things are starting to lock down even more, and you know, it's just becomes impossible to live a normal everyday life, to go to different places and do different things. And I'm certainly not going to let some government dictate to me what I can and can't do, when I can go, how I can go, and what I need to go, and show me your papers, please. I'm not interested in that crap. So it just means that I'll go somewhere else and spend my money somewhere else in a different economy. And a lot of people are going to be that way. People aren't going to put up with the draconian crap that Europe is sort of dishing out at the moment. So just watch your space. I'm not alone in this. There's a multitude of people who are just saying no, enough is enough. And I mean, you look at the amount of people leaving Australia and heading to the South Americas, and it's a multitude. As I said, this is going to be a complete brain drain for Australia and New Zealand and a lot of the Western world, because a lot of the people who have got cash and got a bit of brains and nous about them are not going to put up with the type of craziness, this sort of psychopathy that's sort of taking hold at the moment. Not going to put up with that crap. So just keep in mind that when you look at things, you look at the amount of people leaving for, say, Mexico, and then the caliber of the people that are leaving for Mexico, and then you think all those people are leaving jobs and industry in Australia, New Zealand, the US, and it takes generations to replace those people. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at stuff, because this is not going to end well for the West. This is a complete decimation of their economies. You might not see it at the moment, but it's coming. As I said to you as well, you're going to see the planned demolition of Western currencies, and I can see that a lot of these countries like Australia are planning a new digital cryptocurrency, and you know, the delusional Australians believe that it will dwarf Bitcoin, and I find that laughable. So the economic prosperity of Australia is in serious question. So the real question is liquidity. Are those banks going to have access to the international money market? What sort of rates are they going to end up paying in the long run? Because if people start leaving normal currencies and they go into cryptos, then you're going to see a lot of cryptos. You just can't imagine just how valuable they're going to be. And you know, my wife and I were talking about this the other day. People want that assurity. They want to hedge their bets. They want that safety, and crypto offers that. So once upon a time, people used to go to precious metals like gold and silver. Now they're all heading to crypto. I know the older generation still love their physical metals, and I used to like precious metals and take physical delivery of them. But we're not in that situation anymore. We migrate a fair bit and travel a fair bit. So it just means that we can't sort of pack up and take that stuff with us. And that's where having cryptocurrency is actually really beneficial. As volatile as they are from time to time, they are actually a good hedge. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents worth. As I said, you certainly don't want to leave your valuable currencies. You don't want to leave your valuable currencies in the exchange, so you want to put it into a bit of a cold storage wallet. And oh dear. Yep. So yeah, so just keep that in mind when you're looking at stuff. We live in a different world now, and I know they're talking about going through some hack where they're going to bring down the entire internet and whatever. So where I think the internet's going is peer-to-peer, and anyway guys, look, I won't get into that on this video, but I hope you're well and enjoying your Boxing Day, or whatever it is that you wear, whatever it is you call it wherever you are. I think they call it something else here in Greece. You know, Mother of Jesus Day or something, Synex or something like that. Don't know, but anyway, in Australia they call it Boxing Day, and my wife is Korean. She thought that it was because of all the shopping, and so there's like boxes of products. And I think it's actually about boxing tournaments. Anyway, don't quote me on that, but yeah, so 26th of December is Boxing Day in Australia, so happy Boxing Day. And yeah, anyway guys, look, hope you're well. I'm really looking forward to getting out and shooting some more sort of videos, traveling somewhere and that sort of thing, and rather than just walking around the street of Athens. But you know, times are not always that easy, so yeah, certain regulations at the moment make it a bit difficult. So I just hope that we get to, say, April here, and we don't have the sort of same restrictions. I hope they're repealed, but I doubt we'll even be here in April. So all right guys, look, stay safe. Go to overseasexile.com. It's singular, not plural. And you can go to the Overseas Exiles, which is plural, group on Facebook, and sign up. I think we're about 322 members as of today, and share your thoughts. And yeah, anyway guys, hope you're well, and look forward to yeah, chatting with you and hearing from you again soon.